going on, people? Myke C-Town here with another episode of Records and Ramblings. Don't have any rambling today. I'm just gonna show a whole bunch of records. So, yeah, let's get into it. First record I'm gonna show you, this is Don Mccarthy and Bonnie Prince Billy with What the Brothers Sang. So I absolutely love Bonnie Prince Billy. I've shown him plenty of times on this channel. I was not familiar with Don Mccarthy, who's from the band Fawn Fables. I'm still not familiar with them. I just realized doing this video that I never even went to check them out and see if I like them. So I have no idea what they sound like. But this record is incredible. Her voice is just absolutely beautiful. This record is a bunch of cover songs from Chris Christopherson, the Everly Brothers, John Denver. But yeah, I love how they went out of their way to make this really look like an authentic old school kind of country record. Yeah, it's a bunch of really well done country and Americana songs. The songs aren't really that much different from the originals, but I think they just kind of sound like they were recorded in more of a modern studio, so they just have kind of a cleaner sound. Like the backbone and the framework of the songs are absolutely no different. It's just produced much better. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. But yeah, if you're not familiar with Bonnie Prince Billy, he also goes under the name of Will Oldham. He does kind of like, you know, folkish, kind of Americana-ish music. But yeah, I think he's just fantastic, and pretty much anything he does, I grab when I can, so this is no exception. And I am going to go check out Fawn Fables. I'm just a lazy asshole. The next record I'm going to show you, this is Carbonas with Scene Killer. So, I've shown Carbonas on my channel before. Look at those motherfuckers, man. Yeah, so, they're an Atlanta punk rock band that is just fucking great. Really sleazy sounding with, in my opinion, great songwriting. Has members of some legendary punk and hardcore bands like Necrolust, Quadliacha, Gigi King, goes on and on. But yeah, this doesn't really sound too much like any of those other bands. Maybe kind of similar to Gigi King, but not the other bands. This is their debut album. It's maybe a little grittier and nastier than the stuff that came later, but it's just so good. And I know Gentleman Jesse, who is from Gentleman Jesse and His Men, started playing with these guys later. He's not on this record, though. But, yeah, this is number 379 out of 666. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. And this is out of print at this point. If you really wanted this record, you'd probably have to pay, you know, a little bit of money for it, man. You know, outside of traditional punk rock prices. But this was on Champagne Velvet Records, which was a label outside of Atlanta. I don't know who ran that label, though. But anyway, yeah, great stuff. And the next record I'm going to show you is a record that's normally right here, and I'm constantly getting comments of people are like, oh, is that a Carbonas record? Is that a Carbonas record? And yes, this is our Carbonas record. This is called Your Moral Superiors. This is Singles and Rarities. This is a double LP. And what this is a whole bunch of songs from like splits and 7 inches and comps and that kind of thing. But yeah, more catchy, gritty punk rock, man. And it's just awesome, awesome stuff. This record, I believe you can still get for a decent price. So if you see it around, you should definitely do that. Records are on Black, won't bother showing you that. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Despondent Moon with the Infernal Shadows of Winter. So, this is a UK black metal band, and I'd seen them pop up quite a bit here and there, but for whatever reason, I just never got around to checking them out. Then I saw my buddy Tommy kept posting about them, and I think he might have mentioned them to me. So I gave him a listen, and yeah, I was very intrigued. This shit is fantastic. Raw black metal that's actually got a lot of riffs. It's not the kind of raw black metal that's just like a big wall of noise. Not that anything's wrong with that. I do like a lot of that stuff, but I'm just saying that this has some really, really good riffs. He also mixes in some like dungeon synth passages here and there, which is nice. Records on Black won't bother showing you that. This is on His Wounds Records, which I really like that label. Seems like it's run by some pretty cool people, and they put out a lot of really good stuff. But yeah, speaking of Dungeon Synth, he's also got a Dungeon Synth project called Diork Weg that I like a bit too, man. And I'm not much of a fan of Dungeon Synth, but I actually really enjoy that project, and I like it in spurts when it's on Black Metal Records. But yeah, I don't run out and buy Dungeon Synth records on their own, but I would actually get some of that Diork Weg stuff. But yeah, if you liked that last Sun's Journey Through the Night album, which you should because it's fantastic, or if you like stuff like Uvia, or even that band Earth and Pillars, I think you should give this a shot. I've got some other records of theirs coming in, but yeah, awesome stuff. And I've been talking to this guy on Instagram lately, and he seems like a really good dude, and he's not a Nazi, so that's always a plus. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Night of the Living Shred with Return of the Living Shred. So yeah, these guys, I'd say they're friends of mine. I only met them once when I hosted a fest in Minneapolis, God, like 2 or 3 years ago at this point. But they are fucking great guys, hilarious dudes. But this is their ridiculous thrash band that to me kind of leans heavier on the kind of crossover punk side of things. You know, they definitely have a punk rock attitude, and they make just ridiculously funny songs. This isn't the style of stuff that I normally listen to or show on this channel, but I know a lot of people love this kind of stuff, and I freaking love these dudes. So even if I wasn't into this, I would promote it anyway because they're good people. But yeah, you guys should definitely check this record out. It's the printed inner sheet here, and they got my boy Robert Smith up in that corner, so that's always a motherfucking plus. And the record's on green vinyl. But yeah, give this a shot if you're into, you know, that kind of like thrash revival type of thing. Yeah, and Brian and Sean have a record store in Colorado called What's Left Records. So if you live in Colorado or around Colorado, man, make sure you go check out the record store and go see my homies, man, and tell them Myke C-Town sent ya. Next record I'm going to show you, this is Perdition Temple with the Tempter's Victorious. Man, I have talked about how much I love Angel Corpse, and this is Gene from Angel Corpse, and Jesus Christ, this is so fucking good. It's nasty, evil, blackened death metal, riffs for days, alright? And the drumming is just monstrous. I think that drummer used to be in Malevolent Creation, or he might still be in Malevolent Creation, I don't know. But yeah, what's great about this record is the playing is insane. It's super technical, but not to the point of being like corny tech death to where it's just about being a show off. Like that stuff kind of concentrates on cramming like 3,000 riffs into one song, and it just ends up sounding like a big fucking mess to me. These guys don't do that. These guys are extremely tasteful with everything while still blowing us away with these like sweeping and just pummeling riffs. This shit is just so fucking good, man. But yeah, this is their second record. I still need to get the first album. The printed inner sheet here. Comes with this big ass poster. And the record is just fucking dope, man. It's on like this orange and black kind of swirl thing here. Really nice. But yeah, this is on Hell's Headbanger Records, and yeah, they're absolutely one of my favorite active death metal bands going right now, so yeah. I just noticed that it says on the front of this that it is limited to 500 copies, just in case you guys were wondering about that information. And the last record I'm going to show you in this edition of Records and Rambling, this is Perdition Temple with Sacraments of Descension. And yes, this is their newest album. To me, it's easily their best album. The riffs are still insanely vicious and ferocious, but this one feels like it's a little more Morbid Angel influence, which is totally fine to me. But I think the new songs are just incredible, but the production is better than on their previous records. Like, this one sounds beefier and thicker than their other releases, but oh my fucking god, man, this shit is so damn good. And a printed inner sheet here. And this one is on, I don't know, this is like a brown, orangish brown, marbly kind of color, but I don't know, nice. And it also comes with a big ass poster. And this one was limited to 400 copies, in case you were wondering about that information. But yeah, this was easily one of my favorite albums to come out last year. It's absolutely brutal, and it does not let up throughout the entire duration of the record. It's so great. But speaking of, yeah, quite a few labels shared my Best of 2020 video, which was really cool, man. You know, it's nice seeing labels and bands show appreciation for fans showing appreciation for their music that they give us, you know? Thank you to all of the labels and the bands and the other people that shared my Best of the Year video. That was really cool of you guys. But fuck these cornball racist ass dipshits that live in their fucking grandmother's basement with greasy fingertips and oh god, you guys are fucking sad. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this edition of Records and Ramblings. Hope you guys enjoyed it. As usual, thank you for living, thank you for loving, thank you for being you, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright? Peace out.